Hey everyone, I'm Moose, and today I'm going to tell you about the 10 best reprints that I think are coming in the 2021 Megatins, as well as some cards I don't think will make into the Megatins, but not always for the reasons that you think. So, if you enjoy the video, please leave a like, make sure to subscribe, and leave a comment down below telling me what kind of content you'd like to see me make next. So let's get into it. Number 1, the first card that I think is going to get reprinted in the 2021 Megatins, Access Code Talker, and this is fairly obvious, right? Access Code Talker is a staple Link 4 monster that can be run in just about any deck, because all it takes is 2+ effect monsters, which is really easy to do. So Access Code Talker is pretty much an invaluable Link 4. So since we saw such a large scale of reprints in last year's Megatins, like with Appaloosa, Bottleload Savage Dragon, IP Masquerena, I think we could see Access Code Talker realistically reprinted in these 2021 Megatins. If Konami doesn't do it, I think it will be a dumb move on their part, so I think we will get it. Number 2, Triple Tactics Talent. I wanted to have this at number 3 for synergy, but I forgot to put it at number 3 on the list, so you'll forgive me. So I think Triple Tactics Talent, one of the staple cards from Rise of the Duelist, one of the most powerful spell cards that we've had printed in a long time. I think that card will definitely become reprinted in the 2021 Megatins because Rise of the Duelist didn't have an unlimited edition, and it had such limited quantities printed that Konami is going to want to get this card out there because it really didn't have enough copies in circulation, and getting your hands on copies is really quite difficult. They've only made an ultimate rare version of Forbidden Droplets, so I think Triple Tactics Talent is the more likely one to have reprinted in the Megatins. Number 3, we got Striker Esros, everyone's favorite Sky Striker apart from Ray. I'm guessing, I don't know. Rose came out in Ignition Assault and is pretty much an invaluable addition to the Sky Striker deck, and all the Sky Striker players now that are engaged in 1 will be looking to get their hands on as many copies of Rose as they can. I'm guessing up to 3, anything more, that's your personal business, I don't want to get involved. But yeah, Rose came as an ultra rare in Ignition Assault, and given that Ignition Assault is the first set represented in these Megatins, I think there's a good chance that we'll be seeing Rose either as a super rare, or more likely as a prismatic secret rare. Number 4, Gesu the Orcust Mech Knight. Since Scrap Raptor came out and put Scrap Orcust as more of a viable strategy, people have been playing Orcust again. I think Gesu was quite a difficult card to get being a secret rare in Eternity Code, and given that people really want to be playing the Orcust engine again, given that they think Harp Horror might come back on the newest ban list, by the way, I will have a ban list prediction video coming out in the next week or so, so look out for that. But I think Gesu has a good chance of becoming as an ultra rare in these Newtons, but we'll see what happens. Number 5, Divine Arsenal AA Zeus Sky Thunder, and yes, I have that name on my screen in front of me because otherwise I would never ever remember it. All I remember was AA Zeus. I forgot the rest of the name, and I forget it all the time, given that I don't own a copy. But I'm hoping to because I did buy quite a few of these Megatins on pre-order, so here's hoping that Zeus comes in one of them. But yeah, Zeus has already been confirmed for the Megatins, so given that it takes an Xyz monster that just battled to get Zeus out onto the field, anyone playing Zodiac, anyone playing any sort of Xyz engine, can realistically be expected to be playing Zeus. It's a huge card, it's a great card, and we already know it's coming, so I had to have it on the list. Number 6, this is going to be sort of a cluster of cards, but Dogmatica / Nadir Servant, right? Dogmatica stuff will definitely be coming in this turns, well, copium. And we are hoping to get Nadir Servant reprinted as well, even if it might get hit on the next ban list, and this is again speculation. But I think we could see Ecclesia, Fluidly, and Nadir Servant at least coming in at those secret rare or super rare slots, given that they came in as ultras last time, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. Number 7 is one that I'm personally very excited for, even though I already have copies of it, but I'm still excited for it because, you know, it makes it easier to pull. Animadorned Archosaur. It's a card that came in as secret rare in Eternity Code, and it's been a huge card for dinos because essentially Misk and Archosaur is full combo in Scrap Dinos, and Archosaur is just such a great searcher for double Evo pull, particularly if you use its effective pop like a baby or Pteranodon, because then you get extra advantage off of that. And to be honest, ironically enough, the main reason I'm excited for Archosaur to be coming in the 2021 tins is because I'm doing a sealed only Dino series on Twitch, If you haven't seen my Twitch profile, there's a link down below. But yeah, I'm trying to pull dinos from sealed only on Twitch and using the online pack openers. So Animador and Archosaur coming in as an Ultra Rare in the Megatins would help a lot, because I could just open 2021 Megatin packs when they get uploaded on the database collection, which was slightly easier than opening Eternity Code, because, you know, Megatins over Eternity Code, I'd take the Megatins. But that aside, my, you know, Twitch struggles aside, I think Archosaur is a really good candidate for a reprint. It is a card that dinos desperately need in the deck, and given that Eternity Code came out over a year ago, I don't see why they wouldn't reprint this card now. It makes sense, it would be a good card, and most dino players would definitely want it, so it's definitely gonna fly. Then number 8, Shaddoll Schism. I think this card deserves a reprint. I think a secret rare version of this card would be... yes, I'm a Shaddoll Invoked player, not Dogmatica yet, I am waiting for the tins, so yes, hoping. But I'm excited to play a secret rare version of Shaddoll Schism, because it just looks so good, and being able to make window on your opponent's turn is just really nice. I think they might hit this card soon. Anyway, ban list stuff will be in the next video, but you know, I'm really hoping that Shaddoll Schism gets an upgrade. Number 9 is actually sort of a weird one, because we know that they've put side set stuff in before, right? And I'm thinking that they might actually chuck some Secret Slayers into these tins as well, because I think it'd be really cool to get, you know, the Eldritch or Adamantipator stuff reprinted in the tins. So stuff like your Elblixers, your Cursed Eldland, your Adamanticators. We know that Golden Lords already had a reprint in Mago, so why not put the other Eldritch stuff in this year's Megatins? To be honest, after the Witchcrafter disaster of last year, I would much rather see Eldritch and Adamantipator stuff in my tins than see, you know, Witchcrafter, Hain, and Pottery again. Please, don't do that again. If they're gonna put side sets in, the best side set to put in would be Secret Slayers. Please make it Secret Slayers, we beg. We don't want to see Warlocks, we want to see Eldritch and Adamanticators. Anyway, and the last card, I think, coming in at number 10, that should receive a reprint and will be one of the best reprints of these tins, is Ice Dragon's Prison. It's an amazing trap card which lets you summon a monster from your opponent's graveyard to your field, and then banish a monster of the same type from your opponent's field. It's just so good. Like, I hate having this card resolved against me, and picking up copies can be quite expensive, so, you know, having this card come out even as, you know, an upgrade would be really nice, because we know that the tin prices don't usually go that high. We are not talking about you, Dragoon, we're talking about things that are reprinted in the tins. Down, boy. Now, let's talk about some things that I don't think will be in the Megatins. Number 1, Forbidden Droplets, right? It's already been reprinted as an Ultimate Rare and confirmed for a reprint in Brothers of Legend, so I don't think they'd reprint it again in the 2021 Megatins. Don't get me wrong, I don't think that it's gonna come only in Brothers of Legend as a reprint. I think they will reprint it again, but I'm thinking that's more like an Eldorado or some other set, maybe a March reprint set next year, where they reprint Forbidden Droplets again, but I don't think they'll do the Megatins and then Eldorado. Yes, they did that for Appaloosa last year, but I think that's something they're more likely to do for something like Access Code Talker than they are for Forbidden Droplets. Second, Ghost Mourner and Moonlit Chill has already been confirmed for an alternate art in Eldorado, so I'm thinking they might just chuck that card in Eldorado just as it is. And the third card I don't think is coming in these Megatins is Lightning Storm, because, well, we just had it in King's Court, and we're getting it in Cyber Strike, people! We are getting Lightning Storm in Cyber Strike! Yeah, I wish that were true. It's scheduled for the OCG version of Cyber Strike, but we still haven't had confirmation that we're gonna get it, and we probably won't, so that's sad. But if we do, and this is a very big if, because chances are we won't, if we are getting Lightning Storm in a structure deck, I don't think we'll be seeing it in the 2021 tins. Maybe they just put it as an Ultra in King's Court so that we would, you know, have a shiny version and then put like a super or a common in the structure deck. If they do that, props to Konami, thank you. Please, give us the structure deck cards. We're fine with that. By the way, throw Imperm in there too. Like Lightning Storm and Imperm, we could use those. Thanks. And then the final card is one that I'm actually unsure of. I don't know whether it's going to be reprinted now or if it's going to come later. And that's Fallen of Albaz, because the OCGs just announced their Fallen of Albaz structure deck a few days ago. So I don't know whether we're going to have to wait for the structure deck to get a reprint of this card, or are they going to reprint it in the 2021 Megatins? Given that the new Despia archetype came out in Dawn of Majesty, I think they'll be reprinting it now, but I'm not entirely sure. Or they may just leave it for a future product, but I don't think they'd leave it that late. By the way, we don't have confirmation that we're getting this structure deck yet, so we might be sitting with a Dragoonity issue here, like where we don't get the structure deck. So here's hoping that they actually give us that structure deck, but that we also get the Fallen Albaz reprint now in the Megatins, because I would really like to play Fallen Albaz in the Despia engine. Thank you, Konami. Thank you in advance. If you disappoint me, well, I'm not really going to do anything. I'm just, going to complain. It's really nothing else I can do. Anyway, if you liked the video, please make sure to leave a like, leave a comment down below telling me what do you think is going to be in the Megatins. Do you agree with my picks? Do you think that there's something else that should be in the Megatins that I haven't mentioned? And what are you most excited for? And if you like the content on this channel, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss anything on the channel. And if you would like to see me do more live plays like my Yu-Gi-Oh! Sealed Only series or some Pokemon challenge runs, feel free to check me out on Twitch. The link is down below in the description. Thanks everyone, see you next time.